Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Redskins and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's a direct snap to Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a third down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
Second down following the run. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And there, Matt Jones, the ball carrier. Last year, only 3.4 yards per carry. Did have some explosive plays, though, in the passing game.
And they think that they're going to get him in the running game from him now as well, because the volume of carries for him will increase.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Taken right around the 44. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no retirement here. The first catch for Steve Smith. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Flacco. Setting up the screen for West. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect at least...
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Cousins to throw it this time. Deep drop. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Stays on his feet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. And now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long for Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Let's go, Stans, make some noise!
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come out here in the eye. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Cousins to throw it. Jordan Reed has it. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
And Flacco keeps it himself. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The deep.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, that run is exactly what you expect from someone of his stature. This is a big back, so you expect him to break some tackles and gain some additional yardage. And it pays dividends, not just for himself as the game goes on, but for his team. Because when he can break down defenses and allow that type of production to happen, it also opens up the passing game in a big way. Because at some point, you got to start bringing extra defenders to the line of scrimmage to try and slow him down. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just out.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matt Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Halfback sent in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Cousins. And able to find Garcon. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And a short gain there down to the... And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Setting up the screen for West. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is...
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He finds West. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like...
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Sua Cravens, the rookie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So out now come the Redskins. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way.
And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Cousins. Oh, and he'll just got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garçon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. 26 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now they're in the hurry-up. A red zone first down for Flacco. Being chased out left. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try to pound it in with West. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's West. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And getting a look at the Wildcat here. Now a Wildcat look. It's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Surveying the field. Incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To go here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. And a give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And ready for 3rd and 6. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but when they do it...
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Corey Lemonnier in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down now following the completed pass. Flacco. Setting up the screen for West. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Flacco. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Flacco, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Play action, Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. Third down here. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Flacco off play action. And that's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Move 45. Move 45. Force. Check 50. 3. Slam. Over.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And here come the Redskins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garçon, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver. Now,
touchdown, Washington! Matt Jones, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the interception by the Redskins, D leads to a touchdown. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. The drive begins with a handoff to West. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A break from the ground game here. Flacco going left side. It's complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second down now after the incompletion.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Flacco now on fourth. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively. defensively, and it brings up third. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Cousins going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Flacco. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Flacco will use the arm this time. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Passing play, Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
He played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Flacco will take to the air again, setting up the screen for West. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is.
And that's caught 35. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 84 yards. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And his kick is good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused it.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Ryan Kerrigan able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Under.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the I. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole...
There he goes, right side. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Flacco. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Flacco. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Dancing to his left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's the option going right. He's going to keep it again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing here, Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the former 4th-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And this is caught at the 8. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play action. Flacco. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flacco off play action. Backing up. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now a desperate, and got his man, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane, million pain, only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey. Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map. You don't need a nap. You don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. We're about to do it. We're about to do it. Do something crazy. Hey, do what you wanna do. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, and strut, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake and strut, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake and strut, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.